Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragon Warrior Monsters 2 Tara's Adventure. In this episode, alright, there are two new treasures in here. Okay, so we got a repellent in that one. And a warp key in that one. Okay, nothing too special. I'm glad I got them. Nice selling fodder for later. Off screen I also did a bunch of grinding. I got a couple new skills for Beano and Squiz. Squiz got Call Help, which is awesome, because Call Help is really, really good. And Beano got Ice Bolt, which honestly is somewhat mediocre, because it doesn't have the greatest magic stat, but it's still fine. He has a way to attack all enemies now, which is nice, too. I also did a lot of grinding off screen. Well, okay, I guess it's the same thing, but, I was able to get a Dragon Kid, as well as a few of, oh, there's Ice Bolt. That's a cool attack. Like, it doesn't do too much damage, but it does hit all enemies. So I got a Dragon Kid. I got a few other monsters as well. Now, I personally recommend that you get a Mad Gopher. We've seen a few of them around here. Just a recommendation. Like, I highly recommend you get one of those. And also, it's actually required that you get an Army Ant. I'll explain why later. Both of them can be found in, like, that area down there, so I recommend you do that. Anyway, if you come back here... we gotta go to the Kingdom of the Mermaids again. Let's see if I can... Okay, I don't have full inventory. I was a little bit worried about that, because I've been finding a lot of items, too. Welcome, my young hero. No words could ever do justice for the gratitude I feel for you. Instead, take this ring. I found it inside a sunken ship. It is best to be, that it be returned to a human, namely you. We get a sailor ring. That is a completely optional item. I think. Oh, no, it is completely optional, but it's nice to have. So I'm glad I got that too. Oh. Where is it? Right here. Alright, so without further ado, let's head back to Great Log. Now, a few new things have opened up to us. First, there are a couple things, like, smaller things I'd like to get done first. Oh, yeah, and the island is sinking even more now, which is pretty ridiculous. I think there's, like, a dude trapped over here. Yeah. Huh? Has a sea risen? Oh well, I'm a good swimmer. That's not really going to help you when the entire island sinks, but we'll deal with that when it comes to time. Game Dog, what was it like in the other worlds? I'd like to know. Oh, Kamaha's out there too. No wonder he hasn't been around. There's a bridge over to the next island, so the farm grew a bit bigger. So, what can I do for you, sis? Yeah, so the maximum population of the farm has now grown to 30. So now we can hold up to 30 monsters in the farm. I want to say you have a new errand for us as well. A potion. Oh, I had one of those. If I remembered that, yeah, if I remembered that, our mother wanted one of those, I would have held on to it. Yeah, whatever, you can always buy another one. I think they're over here. Was it you who sells them? No. In that case, I might have to look for one off screen. That's too bad. I'm gonna put 2 of my characters away. It doesn't really matter who. Oh, no. I want to pick up, let's see, a Mad Gopher. Oh, whoops. As well as an Army Ant. Oh, you already had a Mad Gopher. Huh. Yeah, whatever. Putting up a bridge is easy. Not for you, I bet. We get more and more stubborn as we grow to higher levels. Our personalities don't change much once we get old. Beavern helped put up the bridge. It's a solid piece of work. This an underground stable is next, or at least if I can get some help. Have you seen any mad gophers? Yes, we have. We have one with us. I'd like to get help for digging. Could you befriend a mad gopher? Yeah. Can you pass it over to me? So yeah, give your dad the mad gopher, and I want to say the next time we come back here... Let me dig. Huh? I hit something hard. What's wrong, mad gopher? Did you dig something up? Oh hey, it's a tiny metal. Oh, I forgot about that too. You also get a tiny metal for doing this. Be careful when you're traveling in other worlds. Yeah, so in a little bit when we come back, he'll have something cool ready for us. The underground stable does have an interesting functionality. Or a few, if I remember correctly. Nextly, we want to take the army ant over here. Hey, you're the kid who said the island was going to sink. I believed you and sailed off, but the island's still here. You're a rotten little lie, master. Oh, right. He also won't sell anything to you now, which is unfortunate. I want to open up shop here, but I need help unloading my ship. I hear an army ant can carry things much bigger than itself. Yeah, an army ant would be helpful. Wait, could I get you to leave your army ant with me? Yes. Fantastic. I can open my shop now. Huh? There's something here, under my merchandise. What's that? Hey, it's a magic key. How'd you manage to find that? I'd like you to have this. Sort of a thanks for Army Ant. And we get the Ice Key, so that's how you get that one. So you do need to get an Army Ant at some point. I'll pray for your safety. Take good care of yourself. You know, one thing I really love about this game is that every time you complete a world, more and more stuff opens up to you. Mainly what opened up this time is, in my opinion, one of the most intricate and interesting, by the way, the line is gone now. One of the most intricate and interesting mechanics, and possibly one of the most complex mechanics I have ever seen in one of these games. This is the Starry Shrine. Go down these stairs to the Starry Shrine. Here's the Egg Evaluator. I never really used her services, personally. The Evaluator said I had an amazing egg, but I stumbled on the stairs and almost broke it. Oh, don't do that. Monster skills are passed on from parents to their offspring. Retain the skills you like on your monsters and keep breeding them. Eventually you'll have a monster that possesses the moves you like best. Great Log's Starry Shrine wasn't in use for a long time, but research into breeding shed new light on the great potential. Now the shrine is considered to be an indispensable place for masters. If you breed, the parents go away somewhere, and their baby hatches just at level 1. But the baby will grow to surprise its parents if you raise it. Parents pass on their abilities to their children, who in turn pass on their abilities to their own offspring. Saying goodbye is never easy, but that is a cycle of life. I'm going to talk to everyone first before I actually explain this. I'm digging here because I think this hole leads somewhere. You keep at that. I think on this end, though, alright. There we go, we just used the Harm Mirror. I don't think I've used that item yet. But yeah, that actually just broke a wall back here, which made a shortcut for us, which is very nice. Anyway, let's go up here. I'm the professor's assistant. Do you want to hear about the Starry Shrine? Sure. You can breed monsters and hatch their eggs here at the Starry Shrine. Breeding happens when two monsters get married to each other. Their eggs contain a monster that hatch the abilities of the parents. We can hatch that egg for you too. The parents will go away somewhere, but you won't lose accessories. They get sent to the vault. That's convenient. Okay. So, once again, like in Pokemon, this game has a breeding mechanic. And let me go ahead and explain how this works real quick. So if you go to the breed option, now you might notice that characters have genders. This is why they have genders. It's for the breeding. He's not. Now, the first thing of note is that a character must be level 10 in order to breed. So this arrow dog can't breed right now. I think mostly anyone else can. For an example purposes, let's take the butterfly. Yeah, this thing. And now something kind of interesting is that most, yeah, there are a lot of characters that can, what am I saying? There's a lot of combinations of, like, breeding that you can do. Let's let you breed with my other mad gopher that I didn't realize I had. So he'll tell us that we'll get a Gophicata +1 when we breed these two. And he'll also tell you if you've never had the monster before. We'll go ahead and hatch the egg as well. So he's going to take these two monsters. This place looks really cool, by the way. Now, something very different from Pokemon is that you actually lose the two parents after you do this. The two monsters went away quietly. In the egg, we now have a Gophicata. I'll take him with me. Now, if we go into the info and actually check this new monster... Oh, that's a really cute monster. Now, that little plus run right there, that tells you exactly, which grandchild this is. If I were to grow this monster up to level 10 and then breed it with another one, it would become like a +2. Now, the thing that makes this special is that most of the skills that the butterfly and the mad gopher can learn, this monster can now learn as well. On top of that, I believe its stats are a little bit better as well. As you can imagine, this game has, as you can imagine, this grants incredible potential. Because there are ways to get a lot of skills that are really, really good onto a single monster at once. Then I want to say that monsters, that are kids, or monsters that you bred, I want to say that they also have a higher level cap as well. Yeah, I haven't really talked much about level caps because it hasn't really been too big of an issue, but yeah, so this monster's level cap is a lot higher as well. So what I like to do personally is I like to take as many monsters as possible and just breed them and see what I can create. And when I get something I like, I often like to keep whatever I can. So let's see. Now, one thing of note is that I believe it's either the first monster you pick or the female that determines what species the monster will be. Let's take this Tropic Gel, for example. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that monster. I got it off screen. It's like it can heal, which is kind of nice. So let's see, we can make a Wing Slime, a Babble, a Box Slime. Get rid of Blaze. Let me check something real quick. I want to just make sure this is right. Okay, so that would make a Tree Slime. What if I put Cacti in front, though? Okay, so it's whoever is, oh, wait. Mad Plant. Okay, so it's whoever the first one is that decides the species. That's good to keep in mind. You know, I'm personally a huge fan of the material line of monsters, so let's see if maybe we can make something kind of cool from here. Jewel Bags, I think I've mentioned I like a lot. I think they're pretty cool. Evil Wand is kind of neat. Oh, right, I also got this Dragon Kit off screen. I wanted to make something neat with it. We'll make the Jewel Bag. Sure. Accessories will be sent to the vault. That's good. Now, I will probably be breeding some of my A-class monsters I've gotten up to this point, just so I can get their skills down. And, dare I say it, I think it'd be kind of interesting to maybe try and do this often. Because when I was a kid, I did this, like, all day. Like, just looking for different combinations of monsters I can get. Because this is a really good way to, let's see, what should I name the Jewel Bag? Let's see. I got a name. I don't have enough characters for silver. How about Ruby? Yeah, I'll name him Ruby. Yep, there we go. So this would be one of the monsters we take with us. Let's see what else we can breed. We could finally get rid of Slash. I mentioned before that I'm not really a huge fan of him. Let's see. Box Slime. Box Slimes are super weird. Spot Slime. We already got one of those. Snaily. I forgot what the Snaily is, actually. You know, let's make the Box Slime. I might even do a lot of this off screen as well. I'm not going to say this is going to be a 100% run in which I get absolutely every character, but I would like to make the best characters I can. Let's see. What should I name the Box Slime? Let's see if the game can pick a good name. Ryuken? That's a cool name, but I don't think it's really fitting. Betha? Totem. Rise. What I like to do sometimes is I like to take a name that the game gives me and then, like, corrupt it a little bit. Moonon. Rabby. West? West is kind of a cool name. That's kind of a cool spelling, too. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll take West with us. I will send, the Gofakata back. And finally, let's go ahead and use this Dragon Kid. Let's see. Gascon, Poisengon, Mini Drac, Jack. I don't even remember what half of these are. Poisengon sounds cool. I'm gonna try and make one of those. One other thing I really like about this is that you can potentially make monsters that are really, really late game or really, really early if you know what you're doing. Ooh, looks like a salamander. Huh. When I think of poison dragons, I think one of my own characters, Lockwedge. I'll just call him Lock for short, though. We'll take him with us. Send Squiz back. Let's see what else we can make. If we can make something cooler, I'll go with it. Let's see, this Cactoball we've had since the very beginning. Do I want to breed Beano? I still love him, but yeah, let's breed Beano. Pillow Rat, Catfly. They make another Beavern. You know, I'm a huge fan of the Beavern, so I really, really like the Beavern. Like, it may be one of my favorite characters, actually. Slurperon. Oniono. Floramin. Like, there are some... Like, just these names make it really curious what they could possibly be. Icky? Let's see what we can make out of this. Misty Wing. Flora J. Aquahawk Bullbird. Duck Kite. That's a funny monster from what I remember. It's just kind of weird. Flora J just sounds cool. Let's see if we can make one of these. I kind of like the team I had, but if I get something that's cooler looking, I'll go with it. Whoa. Oh, I know what that is. Actually, I really like that monster. That's fine. I'm not sure how much more I can make. I make another Beavern using Good Squid? You know, I'm gonna do it. I legitimately like the beaver, and so maybe I could just make, like, the ultimate beaver, like, and this beaver would get the abilities of the beaver, and also these two monsters. Me and might get that lure dance. That would be cool. Beano 2. It's... Sure. Or Beano the Second. There we go. That's what we'll call him. I remember the pillar rat being kind of a funny monster. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this until I've exhausted all of my options. Now I'm gonna look at what I created, and then decide who I want to go into the next world with. Now, something I really like is that I just have a bunch of level 1 monsters right now, and you might think that's very intimidating to go into a new world with. However, let's see. Bess. Hammond. In my opinion, Terrell. I like the name Terrell. In my opinion, monsters actually don't take that long to level up if you breed them, which is really, really nice. Let's take a look at this monster, actually. I love the pillow rat. It's so silly looking. Oh, and they also start with no wild at all as well, which is really, really good. You know, I kind of want to take this pillow rat with me. As much as I love the name, let's see. As much as I love the name West, I kind of want to send that thing back. Oh, it's got the curse link. Nah, you know what? Yeah, we'll do it. Looks like we were out of options there. So we're completely out of options. Alright, so this is the team we're going to be doing the next world with, unless I can breed something a lot cooler. Man, I like this team a lot so far. It looks really neat. So, yeah, that's breeding in Dragon Warrior monsters. I really, really love this mechanic. Like, you can create such a diverse team doing this. In such interesting monsters, too. I mean, honestly, look at this team I made. Like, I was complaining last episode about how the first, like, few worlds of this game are very samey, but this is a team that I have never used before. It's very unique, and I can't wait to try it. So I think off screen I'll go level it up a bit, and then next time we might go do the we could maybe do the Colosseum as well. I'll decide what we do next time. But mark my words, this team will be leveled up by then. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.